60% fun, 40% difficult, but it's 100% worth it.
Language is culture.
It's been the best time of my life. So
challenge and just do it.
So next up is studying language necessary? Okay, so whoever thinks it's absolutely necessary over here, whoever thinks AI can replace it at some point, then this side over here, please.
Okay, so first of all, as everybody knows, studying language is necessary and important, of course. But more than that, I wanted to say language is just language. Having confidence and being yourself is more important. That's what I want to say. As you can hear, my English is not perfect. And sometimes a lot of people laugh at my English, but I don't care. I think that mindset is the most important thing. So first, be yourself. Second, having confidence. Third, study language. This is my opinion.
Any rebuttal?
Yeah, I'm not sitting here because I don't think being confident is important. I'm just sitting here because I also think learning a language is important. But I agree with you, confidence is more important, but I still think language is necessary.
Oh yeah, I'm actually here because even though I know AI can now kind of replace a lot of things that we can do, I still think language is not just a system or a grammar. Language is culture. Language is the way we think and the way we see the world. To be able to really understand how other people see the world, how their point of view works, you need to learn language.
I definitely agree with all of you guys. What you all said. I think language is really important. I felt I haven't been able to say all of the things I wanted to say because I can't speak Japanese. So of course I've used translating apps, and I think AI is definitely gonna help with translating languages and all of that, but it won't create the same effect as speaking the language and the connection and the emotions you can show with expressing yourself with words. And I think that's one of the most important things. That's what I realized just coming here. But translating apps is still very good.
I think everyone has covered the grounds pretty thoroughly, so there's not a lot more to say. But one thing I would like to say, since I have two mother tongues, which is Swedish and Danish. Just from that, it's very important to learn languages for me, because my mom's side is Swedish and my dad's side is Danish, and I grew up in Sweden. But to connect to my Danish side, I learned Danish, and if I wouldn't be able to speak it fluently, I don't think I would have been as close to that part of the family. So in that sense, I think it's really important. And also, my third language is English, and English gives you it contributes a lot to your ability to communicate, because English is the universal language. English is the language. English it does so much for you. It gives you job opportunities. It gives you the ability to communicate with people from other cultures. It creates unity in another way.
Learning language is all about making connection and communicating with different people. So the most difficult thing when I was studying abroad was making true friends. And I couldn't really do that because I had the language barrier, and I came from totally different culture. It was really hard I was studying in the States, so it was really hard making American friends. But at the same time, I felt I became close friends with international students. So when I was talking with international students, I talked in English and I communicated with them in English because I knew English, and it wasn't that good as other students maybe, but that was the part where I think I could understand other international students, and they kind of felt the same way and they went through the same experiences as me. So I feel sharing that through the language was a part of my exchange experience. So learning a language will definitely lead you to making new connections, new opportunities, and it will open up you to the new world. So I feel learning a language is really important, and it will bring you a really precious experience.
Think of a business situation. Think you have a great idea and you want to communicate this idea into international rooms. So you go to a Japanese company, for example, and you explain it in English, and maybe some guys get it, but like the founder of the company doesn't get it, and that's the guy you really have to get to, you know? And if you can't be passionate, just as everybody you said, if you can't be passionate in a language, then there's no way you're ever gonna convince somebody that you actually have something worthwhile, you know? So I think that AI will never replace this. Human relations are human relations and not like a robot talking. That's the first bit. And also, I get so much joy out of learning language that I absolutely think if you're not like if you don't have like a photographic memory and you don't instantly memorize everything, I think it's necessary.
I totally agree with you guys' opinion, and then I want to take conversation about one thing, about like Japanese English education. I feel like a lot of Japanese people studying language so hard. They feel like after getting like language skills perfectly, then talking people, you know what I mean? This is not good thing, I feel, like especially for educational stuff, because of learning studying language is for speaking, but like in Japan, because of studying language, they cannot speak, you know, they have to like get like perfectly English, then start the conversation. I don't like this like situation, educational stuff. That's why I said like be confident, be yourself. I just want to ask, what do you think about this like Japanese people's like personality or something?
Okay.
Making mistakes is important to learn the language properly, and having meeting friends that are better at than you is also very influential, because they can tell you, oh, you should change this, or you should say this instead, and stuff like that.
I think this is just from what I've heard, because at my host family, my host mom has 2 children that live with us. One of them is 16 years old, but I hear how she's still learning Japanese in school, like she's still learning kanji. That it must be really hard to learn a second language while you're still learning your first. So I think that's also a reason why it's really hard for Japanese people to learn the language. And the only reason I'm good at English is because I spoke English with people online when I played video games when I was younger. That's the only reason I'm good at it. Otherwise, I would probably not be able to speak it fluently.
Okay, so final, but the most important question that I want you to not discuss, kind of, you know, tell your stories, is what's your one thing that you learned? What's the one thing you gained from studying abroad?
Yeah, so I would definitely say one of the biggest things I've learned studying abroad is independence. I just graduated from high school in Sweden and then directly went to Japan. And what I've learned from being here in 2 months is that you really can survive by your own if you really put your mind into it, and you get a lot of fun friends and get a lot of challenges, but it's so fun. I would say it's 60% fun, 40% difficult, but it's 100% worth it.
The most important thing is being yourself and being confident. I would describe myself as being very confident, and I think Japan has just opened me more up. I'm just more of myself than I was ever before. I don't care what other people think about me. If I want to make friends with somebody, I'm gonna. If they don't like me, so be it. I'm just gonna be myself. I'm gonna make, as Gloria said, the most out of this trip. And I also want to go home and say, hey, I did everything that I could. Honestly, I'm so thankful that I can do this, because imagine living your whole life just doing the same thing. Like, you have nothing to tell on your deathbed. And I want to have cool stories when I'm on the deathbed.
Yeah, I think I wanted to break my daily routine. I was stuck in doing my job, and I had my friends. I had nothing to challenge me, so I wanted to take a step out. I wanted to visit something big, so I came to Tokyo. And here I've challenged myself. I built up my courage to talk to new people. I made so many friends. I made so many memories. It's been the best time of my life. So I'm really happy I took the step, and that's my biggest takeaway from going here.
I feel like the time I was studying abroad, it was really hard to cope with loneliness, because I felt it really hard to make friends and make connections. But at that time, because I felt loneliness, I had time to think about myself, think about what I want to do in the future. So I feel like it was a really, really precious opportunity that I could have to get to know myself better.
Yeah, so for me, being overseas, I was able to meet people from like different background, culture and religion, which helped me to like understand more about other people, have like wider perspective, and this helps me to like communicate with other people more, and yeah, I'm really grateful for that.
Alright, so what I learned from study abroad is importance of challenging yourself and expand your world. When I was 20 years old, before studying abroad, I had nothing. Studying abroad was so challenging things for me. And then I got like some English skills and then a lot of people in the world, like friends in the world. So I just want to say like, only thing that expand your world is challenging. So challenge and take action and just do it. This is what I want to say.
I would have one more thing to say. A very wise man once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So that would be my end statement. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for your time today. I think that was great. And you've come to Japan, all the way to Japan. You're physically here. That's why we're together. So we were able to create this great opportunity because we've expanded our horizon, because we've studied abroad, because we've got out of our comfort zone. So I feel like that's the overall message that we all want to share. And I think there will be a lot of challenges before going to study abroad. And that's why we're here. So make sure you check our Instagram, our SNS, our YouTube channel, our community. We're here to help you. And yeah, thank you for watching.